Oh, hi. There's my friend, Christine.
Hi, Christine.
Hi, Ta. How are you?
Hi.
The chicks kay kate.
Uza?
Chicks tayo.
It's,
Nako.
shh, isa ba? Ako nang i-turn off akong cam. Hi, Arti.
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Sorry?
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Oh, that's Rida. It's Arti who is hosting today.
Kita rin na ulit So be it.
Okay. We can't hear you, no. Arti, where are you?
Hello?
Oh, there. Okay. Now we hear
Yeah?
you. Yes.
Okay, there was a problem in it.
Mm.
Okay, so Rishu is just going to listen today and we can still start. Okay. So, Rida, would you like to go first? Rida, can you hear me? Anyway, Hemant, shall we start? Guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So I'll be your examiner, you be my examinee, and then we'll do vice versa.
Okay.
Yeah. One sec. Okay. My book is open now. Okay, let's start. What kind of things do you have to bring when you go out? It's
right?
about, the topic is forget things.
Okay.
And your first question is, what kind of things do you have to bring when you go out?
Okay, to begin with, when I go out, for instance, like picnic or outings with my friends and family, I make sure I carry a portable bag with water bottle, napkin, some tin foods, and perhaps some normal fruits.
Hello,
Because
YouTube.
when it
Thank
is
you for
hot, that will help you.
watching.
Okay. Did you ever forget to bring something?
Yes, I reckon 2 years ago, when I was about to pick up a friend of mine from the international airport, to my surprise, when I was looking for my mobile phone, I couldn't find it. So I was in a very panicking situation. Then I realized I kept my phone at home and I forgot to bring it with me.
Okay. How do you remind yourself?
Well, there are lots of ways to remind. Firstly, now due to very hectic work life, I make sure that I put things on my phone. However, still I don't remember things, so I do make a point to write it somewhere in the piece of paper and put in my wallet, just in case if I drop my phone somewhere at home, at least I have that piece of paper to remind me.
Okay. Let's move on to part 2. Your question is, describe a time when you were really close to a wild animal.
Okay.
Your bullet points are what it looked like, where you saw it, what it likes to eat or do, why you like it. Okay, I'll just start your
Yeah.
timer.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, it's quiet, so I'll just make use of this time to greet my friends on YouTube. Hello there, thank you for the 1 million people watching. Hello, you can message me here. Okay, let me message. I just want to say hello. Hello there. Thank you for watching or visiting. I'll just say visiting
Okay, I'm ready.
or listening.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Okay, yes, go on.
Okay. All right. So I would like to talk about an incident where I really experienced a close view with a wild animal. It just happened in 2008 during my bachelorhood stay in Denmark. I had some roommates, and in an Easter break, we decided to fly to Poland to visit a museum. But then when we reached in Warsaw in Poland, we heard about a zoo which had lots of wild animals kept in a cage that is transparent, and it looks like that you are facing the animals face to face and there is nothing in between. So that curious us, and then we went to a pet zoo in Warsaw, and then when I saw a huge tiger which would be around, I think, 7 feet and quite bulky and looked very shabby. And however, it looked shabby, but it was quite attractive also. He was kept in a transparent window or jar, you can call it, but it was not that visible. And it looked like that you are looking to a tiger face to face and quite closely. So I was moved back, when I saw this kind of scenario. I felt for a moment the tiger would pounce on me or just eat me up because he was roaring very loudly and aghastly. And but during my experience, I loved that place because there are many other animals and birds kept in the zoo which I did not experience it before, and it was quite a good experience for me to look at something like that. Normally, we look at those animals put in the cage, and then you feed them something to eat, which is quite a conventional way. But in here, in this place, in the zoo, I found a new experience, and we thoroughly enjoyed the experience with that kind of amazing animals and birds. There are a lot of sea animals also and mammals
Okay.
also.
Okay, Hemant. Thank you. Let's move to part 3.
Mm-hmm.
In general, how do people in your country feel about wild animals?
Well, I come from a country where there are a lot of species. There are a lot of wild animals. Of course, it sounds very scary, and people are scared of wild animals, although they have a curiosity to see them. Mostly they see them on the screen, and randomly they go out on a zoo or something like that to see them. But of course, it sounds very scary for them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what other wild animals are there in your country other than you mentioned in your cue card?
Well, there are plethora of wild animals. Like if I give an example of national park, which is located in Mumbai, north of Mumbai. Now that particular place has varieties of animals like elephant, lion, deer, duck. So these are the animals that are in variety in this kind of park in Mumbai.
Okay. are there any wild animals that you dislike? And why?
Well, to be honest, there's one wild animal that I don't like to look at it, and that is rhinoceros. Because when I see a rhinoceros, they look very ugly to me and very dangerous. I mean, look at their skin gesture and the way they appear out to me. I don't like them somehow. I don't get that good feeling when I look at any rhinos.
Okay. So thank you. Here we finish your test.
Thank you.
Okay. So Hemant, would you like to give an examiner, please? I don't think so. Rida is participating, and
Okay.
Rishu also. They are not responding.
No, ma'am, I am present. I'm
Okay,
here.
I just messaged you. I haven't received your reply.
Oh, sorry, I am busy.
Okay, then let's. I'll wind up, and then you can go ahead.
Yeah,
So I
sure.
have to ask Rida or to you?
Me. Ask.
Okay, fine. Okay. So you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, part 1.
Mm-hmm.
What are the ways of developing one's personality?
Well, there are many ways, I would say, and the one which I feel is primary about creating personality is meeting different people, learn from their experiences, and try to implement their experiences in your own life. I think that's the best way.
Okay, how important is the confidence in making a personality effective?
I think confidence carries a lot of importance while creating your personality, because confidence is something is something that gives you a back when you are performing in any event, or you're also doing any public speaking and all that. So I think confidence is the first and foremost requirement.
Okay. Have you ever felt unconfident, and why?
Yes, I have to be honest here. Once I was facing a very large audience where I had to speak about my past experiences. So I was pretty much inconfident that time, because it is really hard to describe your past and mostly reveal everything that you had gone through.
Okay, so the last question for part 1 is, do you think some people who are overconfident can have a good personality?
Well, it depends. I have seen few of the people being overconfident also having good personality, but most of the time these people fail because overconfidence is not going to lead you in a right direction. You will always feel left out somewhere, or you will not feel up to the competition. So I would really prefer that people should be confident, but not be an overconfident person, because you will see more failures otherwise.
Okay. So I'll come on to part 2 questions, right? Cue cards.
Okay.
Your question is, describe a goal that you achieved which was set by yourself. Your bullet points are what it was.
One sec. Hemant, please go slow. Describe
Yeah.
goal
That you achieved. Yeah, which was set by yourself.
Okay.
So the bullet points are what it was,
Mm-hmm.
when did you set it,
Okay.
how did you achieve it, and explain how it influenced your life.
Okay.
So your time starts now.
Okay.
Okay, guys. It's quiet again. Someone is there. 2 million people. Thank you so much for watching. Hello there, YouTube. Thank you for the 2 million
Okay.
listening.
Done?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start your timer. Okay, go.
Well, I think I have always been planning my life since childhood. I'm pretty much well in it, I guess. And when I talk about this topic that I'm going to describe in my cue card, is a goal that I had been planning since I was in college. That I'll go in a big city and would work with a reputational organization and try to achieve a better position over there. So when I started back in 2008, I guess, that time I was not sure where I'll be landing up, but I came to Pune, and Pune was my first choice because a lot of my friends already were living here, and I thought that my decision is not wrong because since the time I've started working with all the multinational companies over here, I've always seen growth in my career, and it has motivated me and also encouraged me that there is nothing impossible in this life if you have firm determination and your goals are clear and you know what you want to achieve. I think the difficulties that I faced in my career were only demotivations from my family because they were thinking that it's not possible for girls to grow grow in their life or achieve a particular career. But I had proved them wrong, and I have achieved being a better person also, and wanted to be a manager in my life always, which I have achieved after a very long time. Of course, putting a lot of efforts and creating rapport, sharing my knowledge with my managers and my colleagues. And I would also would like to add over here is that the difficult part of I achieving this was my family.
Too much time. Thank you. Okay, so do you want me to continue with part 3 or we should give it to other people?
I think we don't have much people today. If we can.
Okay, then I'll continue with part 3 with you.
I think you have Christine, no? Adwani? Me too.
Christine.
Yeah.
Rishu is not participating today.
Yeah, there
Rida
is.
and Christine. Christine is there. So we still have 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so should I continue part 3?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, now tell me, do people need to write down goals or simply memorize them?
Well, if I have to take my example, I definitely write all my goals in my diary, and on daily basis, I just check it if I'm done. If I'm not done, then I probably will try to work on my schedule again and would put in all my efforts to achieve all my goals. When I have to talk in my professional life, I also follow the same pattern, and that is why I think I'm always on time to achieve whatever I feel like.
Okay, do people usually set goals in India?
I am not sure about all the people over here, but there are people who are well organized and they would like to streamline their life, and I've seen them that they jot down all their goals on a paper and then they stick those goals on their walls maybe so that they can look at it on a daily basis, and they know that this is something that they have to achieve and put in everything from their end towards that goal.
Okay, should parents set goals for their children?
Yes, I personally believe it's a good thing for children. And if I as a mother have to take an example of my child, I have pasted one of a list on my wall for him so that he goes through it and knows that what he is to do on daily basis, and accordingly I also review whether he is performing up to it or no and give him suggestions as well.
Okay, done. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Let's move to Rida. Rida, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
So, shall I ask you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Or let's Christine ask you. Christine, are you participating?
Hello? Yeah, sure.
Sure.
I can ask her, right?
Sure.
Okay.
What you
Hold on,
can do is you be the examiner and Rida will be your examiner.
Okay, yeah, just like what you're doing, what you just
Absolutely.
did, right? Correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Go ahead.
okay. So my source will be from a Cambridge book. All right. So may I know who I'm going to examine?
This is
Hello?
Rida for you. Rida, can
Rida.
you speak up? Yeah.
Yeah,
Hi, Rita. How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm good, thank you. You just want me to call you Rita, right? Correct?
Yeah,
Okay. All
Sure.
right. Okay. So I'll start now. Tell me about yourself. Are you a student or are you working?
no, I am a student because at that time I completed my master education in a university and I am very busy to my hectic schedule in a study, but still I will go to another country and definitely I perform a work as a job.
Okay. All right. For part one, let's talk about age. Are you happy to be the age you are now?
Yeah, definitely. I am very happy with my age, but I talk about my childhood. That time is a very special for me, and I am really enjoy my life because I am a child. So I was a very everything to I go. But in that time, I am an elder, so definitely I have many problems, and sometimes I not achieve their goals and not complete my dream.
Okay. Right. When you were a
Yeah.
child, did you think a
Yeah.
lot about your future?
Yeah, that is a very important question for all human beings, and mostly children also do their how to do in future and what he achieve their goals. So me also preferring to sometime I really to think about my future and do that is this. So sometime I realize and sometime I main point are headlining there in my checklist and plan to which goal I achieve there.
Okay. Do you think you have changed as you have got older?
Yeah, there are the many changings in my life as a physical appearance also there and age factor as well as health. There are the many changings in my life. In that time, I am a teenager, but definitely after 10 to 20 years, I am old and I have many problems, maybe sometime and physical appearance. I am very old lady and also my hair is a white thing and skin are very dull. So these are the changing in my life.
All right.
Yeah.
What will be different about your life in the future?
Could you repeat, please? I can't understand.
Okay. What will be different about your life in the future, right? What do you think will be different about your life in the future?
Yeah, according to my point of view, there are the many changings in my future because that time I have a job and I settled my life and then I married and definitely I have a child. So these are thinking in my future and so many are differences in that time. Definitely, that is a very important. So maybe I live and I live to they will think maybe sometime I did so this thing not available there.
Okay. All right. For part two, do you have a pen with you or like are you ready? I will give you the part two cue card.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a
All right.
paper.
For sure.
Yeah.
So for part two, describe a time when you started using a new technological device. I'll repeat. Describe a time when you started using a new technological device. For example, computer or a phone.
Yeah. Okay. Yes,
You
I
good?
understand.
And then, okay, I'll give the bullets.
Yeah.
What device you started using, what, and then why you started using this device. Number 3, how easy or difficult it was to use. Are you good?
Yeah.
And the last one is, explain how helpful this device was to you.
This device helpful.
Yes, explain how helpful this device was to you. Okay, ready? 1 minute starts now.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So 1 minute again. It's quiet. Thank you, 2 million people. Thank you, guys. You can message me if you like. Let me see. So I didn't think I will have a chance to speak today, but that's okay. Describe a competition. For example, the university and
5
work,
seconds.
sports competition that you took part
And then
in.
your time's up.
Kind of
Your 2 minutes starts now.
Okay. Firstly, I'm gonna talk about my childhood time. This was a very special timing because my father gave me a new cell phone as an iPhone, and I am very little, so I can't handle how to use it, and not a proper understanding to work out. And there are the many apps are there. So that time very difficult for me, and I remembered my mother suggested me you should learn about this cell phone firstly, then to use it, how to use and how to work it. So that was a very difficult for me, and my mother always told me, you think about this is a very important for you, and also is a very expensive and very difficult to do. But my father always with me, and he said me, no, not is a difficult, just to try it and use it easily. So in few days and few months I use it properly and use it very well, so I understand very well. And that mobile, it is mobile very easy to me, and I call my other friends, communicate with others, and also use it very apps and social media as well, and search out the different things. And sometime I study purpose, I use many articles and search out these things. So that technology are very helpful for me and easy to my life. And then the other thing, I just bring a new laptop, so that is very complicated for me, especially as MS Excel and WordPad things and offices are. So these documents are very difficult to type your things. As I am a student.
All right. Okay, thank you. For part three. Okay. What is the best age for children to start computer lessons?
I think it's early ages is a very good to all children to learn computer, and nowadays technology are very fast in a modern societies as well. So students should learn about in a teenagers as a baby learning for simple things, and then she make to early and make to older. So should learn different things, and also they learn new softwares as well as, and also use their new businesses in online thinking. So I think children must learn the computer.
Okay, all right. Do you think that schools should use more technology to help children learn?
I think, but I'm not sure, because nowadays teacher teach as well. But in modern society, students also need to new equipments, new thing in a modern technology, not for only the books and paper material, as well as the softwares, computer technologies things.
All right. Another interesting question. Do you agree or disagree that computers will replace teachers one day?
No, I am definitely disagree, because every modern things as a technology, computer, and many electronic equipments should the teacher learn how to use it. So only material are present are there, and equipments and technology things are present. So how to use it? So definitely you learn for teacher. So how to use it? So I think not remove their teachers.
Right. Do you agree that there are still many more major technological innovations to be made?
Yeah, definitely. There are the many things are changing of computers and technologies things because the many new things are available there, and there are the advanced to advance and used easily. But you talk about, and I just think about the old days. People not communicate with each others, and not is a very easy to communicate each others. But nowadays that is a very easy to it's like a one touch in your cell phone and to communicate with thousand and lakh kilometers away your friends to easily to use it.
Okay, thank you. That would be all.
Yeah, thank you so much.
No worries. Thank you.
Okay, shall we move on?
Okay.
Okay. I think we have a new participant, Hari. So, Hari, can you be examiner for Christine, please? Hari,
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so let's do it. You be the examiner and Christine will be the examining.
Sure. Hi, Christine. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm going well. Yeah. So, first of all, I will ask you the part 1 questions. So let's talk about happiness.
For sure.
How often do you feel happy?
I think that question is quite subjective. It depends on the person, actually. Every day I wake up, I choose not to be resentful. In many ways, I am very thankful that I am alive. Like, a lot of people out there are suffering from different infirmities, illnesses, especially with the pandemic going on these days. A lot of people are in the hospital, but here I am. I'm walking with my own 2 feet, are able to see my family and friends every day with no struggle at all.
Okay. Do you think happiness is a choice?
Oh, definitely. Just like what I said earlier, every day I wake up, I choose to be positive. I choose to not be resentful. Even though I'm facing different struggles in my life, but I would choose on the brighter side, and I will look at that, whatever is available, and I would try to make do with whatever I can with the given resources to me.
Okay. Why people are happy?
People are happy because they're, first of all, like they said earlier, we are alive. I also think that people are happy because we are fortunate in many ways. A lot of people out there are homeless, but majority of the people these days have shelter. They have roofs that they go home to every single day. A lot of people out there are not employed, but most people these days are still employed with the help of technological advancement. Also, another reason why we should be happy is because we are with our families, and that is like quite rare sometimes, because I know a lot of my friends who don't have families, and sorry, I talk too much.
That's because in the part 1 we talk only for a small time, right? Yeah, you might be aware of that.
Part 1, yes. Okay, for sure. Thanks for stopping me.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's move to the part 2. So I will give you a question. You can jot it down, and I'll give 1 minute time for preparation. So your question is this: describe a photo of yourself that you have seen. Okay. You can sub questions are, so what type of photo? Second question, where you have seen, and describe your photo. And the fourth question is how you felt about your photo.
What was the second one, please?
The first question is uh, what type of photo? Second, where you have seen it?
Where you have seen it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. For sure. Okay,
So,
1 minute.
Take your time.
Okay, guys, 1 minute again. Waiting. There's only 3 minutes and 28 seconds left. Wow. I think after Christine, that's it. No more time for others, even for Harry. Yeah. I hope someone else would host a practice today after this. I just hope.
Yes, you can start.
All right. Okay, so I will be discussing about a photo that I have seen. I wasn't sure about the question. But yeah, so the photo that I'm going to talk about is a picture that I have on my Facebook profile. I use it as my cover photo because I'm very fond of this image. The background is the Canadian Rockies, and everyone involved in my life knows how much I love to go out on hiking. Not only that, hiking is healthy for our cardiovascular health and, a musculoskeletal system. I also like going out in the nature area because it gives me serenity and, you have the time to think all to yourself. I was with a friend and she took the picture, and it was like around maybe 1,000 meters up high above sea level in the mountains, and there were lots of trees. That was during fall season, so the color was like orangey and yellow and green stuff. The mixture just makes me happy itself because the color of autumn is peaceful and motivating at the same time. I felt really happy that I got to hike with my friend because I don't really get along with my family sometimes because I'm just busy working, but I'm glad that I get to hang out with my friends from time to time, and then we make the most of it and we take like pictures of ourselves and each other. We take turns. I usually take pictures of the forests and the trees, and we see wild animals like bears and pheasants. It's quite funny that we get to see these wild animals and we're alone all by ourselves when we go to hike. When it comes to I'm shaking.
Okay, you can start. You can start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
guys.
now we can move to the part 3.
Okay.
No, you don't have time. Less than 1
Do
minute.
Indian people like to take photos of themselves?
Sorry, can you?
Okay. All right, that's done, guys. Sorry. Okay, I have to turn off my YouTube too. Hi, YouTube. Bye bye. See you again next time. Okay.